Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonlight Pulse. Air risk is at 80%. I don't think there's much danger right now. God, I still can't get over that revelation that we're just warped to a whole different... Also, okay, I was wondering how long it would take for this to be more obvious, but like, yeah, the map is in the shape of like a turtle. It honestly looks more like a whale from the side, but I guess what it's going for is that it's a turtle from the top, because, it is a turtle. We gotta find those, There's a whole, like, section up there I haven't gotten to yet. Oh, oops. I thought it would out-damage you. Don't jump. There we go. Try to time that so you hit all three at once. Oh. Still gotta find a way to get that. It's gotta be something we have at our disposal, right? Can't use Charlotte. Maybe I can. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I was worried about. I was like, do I have enough space to glide through here? I didn't think you would. And I meant to catch myself here to get more height. Okay, I should have realized that the second I saw that dip there. I'm just noticing Laguna puts them in a bubble when they die. That's a cool detail. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh. Oh, we don't get a second checkpoint for this place. Nope. Oh, wait, I think that'll do it. There we go. Red Hot Tether. If Clyde equips this devilish contraption, his mech's zipline tether will burst into flames. I mean, I have ways to fire to the immediate left and right of myself if I need it. In Laguna. I'm not really sure how much... Oh, that's a... Okay. Oh my god. Well, I'm definitely not getting use out of that there. Kind of like a light bullet hell, almost. Probably take these guys out from here, too. Yeah, because water can also pass through that. Yeah, that's much safer. Oh! Oh! We never observed the, we've never observed a juvenile mega leech. They seem to materialize from thin air to kill and feed. Oh. What if I were to, like... That's kind of an easy way to take care... or easier way to take care of... Oh, okay. Oh my god. Ah, dead end again. We're surrounded. Quick, everybody, over here. Oh! Okay, so can someone please explain what just happened? Silix, you can teleport? I wasn't sure if that would work. When I was infected, I found I could slice through space like FB. But now that I'm cured, that power apparently hasn't left me. Maybe the parasites didn't grant you new abilities. Maybe it just awakened something. Silix, does this mean we still need to be afraid of you? No, I don't think so. I can still hear the parasite's whispers very faintly, and clearly I still possess this strange power, but thanks to you three, I'm the one in control now. If you're sure, and I'll use it to get us out of here. You can teleport us all the way back to Arescue? Unfortunately not, I think you can carve through a few meters of space at most. That's more than enough to get us out of this current predicament. Okay. And it can go up too. That's kind of creepy, honestly. How he just has this power still. One of the characters was really skeptical about this, and honestly, I can't blame them. That is a cool final ability, and I'm assuming that's the final ability we get. Oh my god, don't die here. Okay, hold on. That's kind of bullshit. Get to the checkpoint. Oh my god. I'll be so happy when we finally get out of this stinking cesspit. Everything is incredibly gross here. Show some respect. This place isn't a cesspit, it's a memorial. Fine, but it's a really gross memorial. Silix, are you doing okay? You're really quiet. Sorry, Silix? This is hard for me to say. When I was infected, it wasn't like I was unconscious, not at all. I remember everything, my claws tearing through Eriscue's flesh, the fear in the eyes of my friends. Even now I can still hear the faint whispers of the co-worm, begging me to rip you apart. I don't know why you trust me now. I honestly don't know if you should. I do trust you. I never stopped. Silix, we've known each other forever. I've seen you save hundreds of lives. You're going to have to work way harder to convince me you're a bad guy now. We all know it wasn't really you doing those horrible things, right, Charlotte? You're right, Silix. It's hard to trust you now. But I trust Laguna, and if Laguna says you're alright, I believe him. I swear on Eriscue, the stars will all burn themselves out before I let FB take me again. That's good enough for me. Anyone else want a sausage? That's like nuance and distrust that like I didn't expect from the... I feel like any other game it would just be like, yay, he's back, everyone's happy again, and this'll never happen again. That scene of doubt, like, I don't think that's really gonna go anywhere in the story, but like, it's a bit more nuanced than I was really expecting. I'll probably get this now, too. Oh, you can only use that once per jump. Good to know. Oh, come on. We needed, what, 15 of these? You know, I was talking with a friend about this game, the same friend that kind of got me to want to try this. I think I've kind of pinned down, like, why it's kind of hitting me a lot. Why this has just, like, felt so different from, like, a lot of Metroidvanias I've played as of late. It feels very genuine of a game in a ways a lot of, like, Metroidvanias don't. Like, I don't know, I've played a lot of games in my life at this point. To a point of which, like, games that kind of do just... I don't really know how to describe it other than I think it's vibes. Can I get back up there? Like, how I kind of described it to my friend is, like, this game feels... It doesn't feel like a normal game, if that makes sense. This feels like if, like, some best friends of yours made a game. As opposed to, like, a company that you've never heard of before. By a bunch of people you've never really talked to before. I think that kind of comes down a lot to the character design. Like, the friend was talking to me about, like, how a lot of the characters felt like things I would be into, or, like, They kind of had that, like, you know, they're cute, they're anthro, but they're not really uniform in a way that feels normal. Like, you got, like, four-legged characters, you got, like, two-legged characters, more humanoid and more animalistic. You don't really see that very often when the game has, like, an all-animal cast like this. It's kind of mystery dungeon coded when you think about it that way, which is a comparison I might have made before. The inspiration is starting to become a lot more obvious, too. This game really wears its inspirations on its sleeve and its characters as well. In a way, these four characters kind of feel like they're from, like, different fandoms, if that makes sense. Like, Celix gives me a lot of, like, Pokemon vibes in his design a lot. Laguna kind of feels like a warrior's cat kind of OC. Like, these characters kind of feel like they were like recolor OCs at one point that were later turned into something more original, and I really respect that. I love characters like that. I know a lot of friends with characters like this, and I myself kind of, I don't really have characters like this, but it's something I relate to a lot. Like, they're kind of taking heavy inspiration. Now, another one I kind of remember bringing up early, it's like Charlotte has a very Sonic-like head shape, making me feel like she might have been like a Sonic OC before she was kind of reworked into something like this. Again, it's genuine. It feels like a game friends would make, you know? It's like they wanted to tell a story first, and then they were like, you know, we're really good at making games too, let's do that as well. I think I just, like, completely went the wrong way there. The game has some flaws as well, but they're, like, really charming flaws. Like, how I think there was, like, I kind of wish there was, like, a better fast travel system, and I also kind of wish that, like, the, okay. I also kind of wish, like, it was a bit clearer where you have to go sometimes, but, like, they're not really bad flaws of a game. They're flaws that, in kind of a way, humanize the game to me, too, in the same way that, like, the flaws of games like Balan Wonderworld or, like, Minecraft Story Mode did for me. I really want to see more, like, games like this in the world. Just games that want to be games, and want to tell a story, and, like, want to surprise the player in ways they've never really seen before. Wait, I have enough for this, don't I? There's still some stuff I missed, though, and there are, okay, hold on, I'm going back again. I wonder if I could, like, do something. Okay, that's totally possible. You know, another thing I really respect about this game, too, is that it's very considerate of your time as well. When I was looking at, long plays when I needed to look up a couple things, I noticed that the game is, like, maybe, like, 4 hours if you know what you're doing. And a big reason why I don't really think I can get into... I have a hard time getting into Metroidvanias these days is because many of them are just way too goddamn long. Like, stuff like Hollow Knight just looks enormous, and I'm kind of intimidated and don't even want to bother as a result of it. Okay, this looks tricky, but very possible. Again, I just want to see more games like this out there. This is definitely something I'm going to be recommending to a lot of friends, even friends who don't really like this genre. Oh, I was overthinking this. Oops, wrong button. Maybe... oh, no. I get the feeling this isn't the intended way to do this, but I kind of want to do it anyway, just because it looks more fun to figure it out. Oh! Ah! Keep doing that. shit. That was absolutely not how I was meant to do that. That was fun to do, though. Some of these abilities are really unorthodox as well, and I feel like that kind of happens when you try to make a game like this that just wants to do its own thing. Like, I've seen games with, like, a bubble ability like this before, but not really in a Metroidvania used in this fashion. I like how every character does have, like, inherent flaws to them, too. Like, some are just not very good for certain situations. Wait a minute, that thing... Oh, I thought it had a different animation when it was at low life. Kind of another flaw I have with, like, Metroidvanias is, like, your character feels nigh unkillable by the end, but I still feel very vulnerable. A globule of... You don't see the word globule very often. What does that do? When equipped to Laguna, his attacks will inflict temporary fire vulnerability. That's interesting. Even makes it more blackish, too. That's interesting. You're obviously meant to pair that with him. I'm not getting a lot of use out of that. Oh my god, can you imagine how much damage something like this would do? I still think this overall feels better for him, but I kind of want to try that. Like, even something as simple as Silix's dash is very different. Doing a little hop before your dash it adds just like a little bit of nuance to it. Like, having to jump off a platform to get a running jump onto it is very not normal. Perfect opportunity to try this right here. That's effective. Oh. Alright, you're not good for these. I feel like I meant to chain a few abilities together to get up that. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a way to do it. That's suspicious. Ah! Okay, this looks like the final one. Unless there's more up there. I keep thinking that tile asset right there is a foreground element. Oh. Wait a minute. I can't do this twice in the air. There we go. Soul Sapper. Whenever the bearer lands an attack, this unnatural device will heal them. Does not work on some enemies. Heal the bearer or heal the enemy? I'm assuming the bearer. What the? Work, you pitiable device. Wait, are those voodoo dolls? I am a slayer of worlds. Hold on. Wait, where'd it go? Clyde gave us a device and said it might be useful later, and isn't that it right there? I bathe in the blood of the Titans. So how am I being bested? An instatate metal box. Obey or be sliced to scrap. Where'd the box go? Wait, this is weird. I'm gonna check my previous videos real quick. I need to know if it disappeared somewhere. I need a footage of me going into the menus. Still have it. Okay, that's after I find... what was that? So after I disappeared after, I didn't even notice that it, like, disappeared from my inventory. Okay, I have it on me. Before, but not after the fight with Salix. Yeah, because I don't have it there. And then I do have it there. I feel like that's what you're obviously meant to use here. Where did it go? Is that a glitch? I don't know why it would disappear. I don't want to call it a glitch, but I genuinely can't think of any other reason why it would just be gone. Like, items can't be removed from your party or from your inventory unless there's like some stipulation for it to disappear I wasn't aware of. I can feel that presence again. Through this universe's scars. Judge me now, Watcher. Soon I will cut a path to you. You will not laugh at me then. Yeah, that's some, like, optional fight, I guess, and I guess I fucked it up by losing that somehow? How odd. I can definitely see myself playing this my personal time in the future with friends around, so I'll probably see what that's all about at some point. I think it's an optional fight. Just kind of feels correct for that to be. Okay, so I think I have everything. Oh, with how quickly you attack, that's really satisfying. Yo, let's go. Well, there's an enemy it doesn't work on. I think we'll leave it off here. Alright, I'll see you folks later. Thanks for watching.